have a nerdy announcement to make. Fellow book clubbers, I honed. That's right, on August 8th, I officially finished my 50th book of the year. And this is what 50 books look like. I won't list all the titles to you because you'll probably get bored by that, but if you're curious, they're all on my Goodreads page on my Reddit. And I'll just give you some of the highlights. I read my first comics. I read a lot of Tolkien. I read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings 1, 2, 3. The Hunger Games, which was an awesome tip. Thanks, Francis. I finally read the Twilight series, and even though I can't really say that they're good, and I raised my eyebrows several times during reading it, it was really addictive. Finally read the Dutch version of Harry Potter Part 7 twice. I read many books about history, and especially history in Italy for some reason. Probably the best one is not this one, even though this one's good too, but the one I read during my vacation, which was English book title fail. Foucault's Pendulum. It's kind of like the Da Vinci Code, but intellectual. It's about a guy that wrote his thesis about the Crusaders, but he really stuck to the historical facts. Because of that, he was hired by a publisher that wanted to publish books more about that kind of stuff and more new age things. I was kind of skeptical, and with his colleagues, they tried to invent some kind of complot theory with every religious organization ever that they, had secret meetings and stuff. Then, in the end, other people try to believe it, and it kind of becomes real. So it's a really philosophical thing, and it's pretty awesome, although it's really big. Yeah, moving on. Best non-fiction book I read this year so far. The Sentimental from Evil Someday. Oldest book I read this year, probably Robinson Crusoe. Tiniest book I read this year, I Always Get My Sin, which is hilarious. It's a little booklet with quotes of the mistakes Dutch people make when they speak English. Random example time. The belts I have to row with. For the people not Dutch here, I would explain that belts are, in Dutch, literally translated, it's just a synonym for the things you row with. And there's a Dutch expression that's called rowing with the belts you've got. And some other things, I read pretty much a whole series of Sisterhood and Traveling Pants. So the entire Chronicles of Narnia, and another really cool book I read is A Wonderful Flaw. I'm not sure if it's translated in English. It's about Casaniva's real love. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I was really excited about completing the challenge. The reason I joined the whole book club challenge is that last year I thought I didn't have enough time to read or didn't make enough time to read, and I wanted to change that this year, and apparently I succeeded because it's only August and I finished. But I just wanted to let you know that I pulled that challenge. Goodbye.